Hi everyone, welcome to lesson number 34. I can't speak English today, guys. Well, anyways, I hope you're all ready to begin because in this lesson, we're going to be learning about countable and uncountable nouns. On top of that, we're also going to look at some new words, verbs, and expressions. So, are you ready to begin? Alright guys, first I want to begin by saying that both countable and uncountable nouns have different usages. Generally speaking, countable nouns are used when a speaker wants to refer to a specific item, where uncountable nouns are used to express just a general sort of idea that you have. Okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at countable nouns first, okay? Countable nouns right here. So, countable nouns are nouns that can be counted by using numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4 of something. And they exist in both singular and in plural form. So you'll see countable nouns with an S, okay? They'll have S's at the end, all right? Because they're singular and they're plural. The singular form uses the determiners a and an. You remember a and an? And if you want to ask about the quantity of a countable noun, you can ask using this question. How many blank do you have? Like, how many da 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 da, okay? And then just in addition of adding the plural form of the noun. So here, you have to have an S. It has to be in the plural form, okay? So we'll take a look at some words and then we'll discuss it a little bit more, but we can put some of the plural forms of these words here. Right? So instead of saying a house, we have to say houses. How many houses do you have? A cat becomes cats. How many cats do you have? You cannot say, guys, you cannot say, how many a house do you have? How many cat do you have? How many child? No. You have to say, how many houses do you have? How many cats do you have? How many children from a child, right? Becomes children. How many children do you have? And an idea becomes ideas. How many ideas do you have? Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about uncountable nouns. Now, uncountable nouns are used when we cannot count with numbers. So we cannot say 1, 2, 3, or 4, however many of something, okay? We cannot use numbers. With uncountable nouns, typically, they are used with abstract ideas, like coming from your head, general ideas, and we can use them also with some physical objects that are very small and very vague. Too small and too vague to be even counted. Okay, like for example, we use it with a lot of liquids, we use it with a lot of foods, we use uncountable nouns and expressions with liquids, foods, gases, your feelings, how you feel, happy, sad, etc., angry. And other things as well, okay? When inquiring about their quantity, okay, like how much there is, you have to ask how much, okay? You cannot say how many, okay? We use the word many with countable nouns, like you can count them. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. How many do you have? You cannot do that with much. You say how much blank is there? Okay, let's review some words that are considered uncountable. Okay, so these ones here, these are countable. These ones here, these are uncountable. Some of them are food, some of them are abstract ideas, okay? Bread, sugar, milk, rice, water, money, knowledge. Knowledge is what you know. For example, you might have a lot of knowledge in languages. You might know English, French, Portuguese, Hindi, you know, just different languages, Arabic. Love in your heart, fear when you're scared, anger when you're upset, mad, happiness when you're just smiling all the time. Evidence, okay? Evidence is like there's an investigation, the police come and they want to investigate what's happened or what is happening in a situation. They need evidence to complete their investigation. Snow, soap, work, violence, tolerance, understanding, and unemployment. Unemployment is when people do not have a job, okay? Unemployment is not good for a country. It's when people don't have work, they can't make money. You can say different words in here, right? How much unemployment is there? How much tolerance is there? How much love is there? How much sugar is there? How much bread or milk or rice is there? Okay? These ones are uncountable nouns. Now, in addition to these new words that you have to learn in English, right? Because they're countable and uncountable, you have to learn these guys. There are some useful word expressions that can be used with uncountable nouns as well. Okay, so these ones right here can be used here. Okay, a lot of, you know these. A bag of, right? Some of, a bit of, a cup of, a box of. So these ones can be used with uncountable nouns. Okay, guys? All right, so now that we have a better idea of what countable and uncountable nouns are, let's learn about nouns that are both countable and uncountable. Okay, yes, indeed, there are many words that are considered countable and uncountable. Okay, so some words are both, and you have to memorize those. But don't worry, it's not that hard to learn, and they're actually not that hard to distinguish. Okay, so let's look at some of them, and then we'll use some of them in examples too. Okay. Hair, you know, like the hair on your head, that's countable and uncountable. Time, okay, time is countable and uncountable. Memory, like what you can remember. Paper, chicken, the food. Coffee, what you drink. Water, beer, tea, and soda. Soda is like Pepsi, Sprite, Coca-Cola, etc. Things like that. Root beer. All right, so all the sodas. 7-Up. All right, so now let's look at some comparisons when the noun is considered countable and uncountable. Okay, and we'll do this depending on the context. So you'll see both. You'll see why we have to use it in an uncountable noun, and you'll have to see the reason for using it as an uncountable noun as well. We have examples here. Let's read them. Okay, how many times with an S, remember? Use it with countable nouns, right? Plural form. So we know this one right away. It is countable. How many times a day do you exercise versus how much time, uncountable, how much do you spend exercising? How much time do you spend exercising? She has some gray hairs. We're talking about multiple hairs on somebody's head. Gray hairs. My hair is short. Like my hair is short, okay? I have amazing memories in Peru versus my grandpa has a bad memory. Okay, memories are countable, memories uncountable. She drinks 3 coffees a day. Look, we have a number, 3. Okay, we know if we have a number, we know for sure, for a fact, it's countable. Okay, she drinks 3 coffees a day versus I hate drinking coffee. Just general idea, I hate drinking coffee. That's it. Okay, so as you can see, we have a little bit of both here, countable and uncountable. Finally, guys, let's look at a few sentences and determine, we'll think about it together, if they are countable or uncountable. So are you ready? Countable or uncountable? Let's go. So let's look at this one and then you can do the rest in your head. Can you think of it? How many coins do you have? So we're going to focus on this word coins. How many coins do you have? Coins. Well, we have an S here, guys. What do you think it is? Countable or uncountable? Do you know? Actually, this one right here, this is easy. This one's countable, okay? Obviously, we have an S, so it's easy. Okay, number 2, can you do it by yourself and think about it? Maybe pause the video. All right, number 2, I'll say it now. How much change do you have? Change, okay? Is it countable or is it uncountable? You know right away it is uncountable because we're saying how much. How much of something we use with uncountable nouns. Number 3, you should take the doctor's advice. So we're focusing on this word here, advice. Okay, you should take the doctor's advice. You know what it is? It's uncountable. Okay, we're talking about general abstract idea. Number 4, that was a lot of work to complete. That was a lot of work to complete. Do you know when we use phrases like this? A lot of? When do we use it? We use it in this list here, which we use with uncountable nouns. Okay? And finally, we have number 5. He turned off all the lights. Now, he turned off all the lights, so we have pronoun, verb, turn off, all the lights, noun. Lights with an S, it's countable, okay? Okay, everyone, that's pretty much it for this lesson on countable and uncountable nouns. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson, guys. See ya. Bye.